Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from RNA Music, but
Well, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Right now.
I was gonna say I'm at Chapman Guitars. We're not at Chapman Guitars headquarters.
No.
Well, Chapman Guitars headquarters in Texas. Perhaps. Deep in the heart of Texas. That's where we're at. RNA Music. Hey, it's FAQ Friday.
Woo-hoo.
We're back.
Yay!
This is the first one of 2015.
So exciting.
So excited.
Yay!
Today is actually day one of 2015.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we shoot
January
these
1st.
on Thursday, late on Thursday, and we upload them on Friday.
Friday.
So today is actually Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So exciting.
Me too. It's going to be a great year.
Love you.
I love you more.
I know. Well, no. Not really.
Probably not. Because I can never beat you.
Keep on sliding around.
I know. All right, so season premiere, FAQ Friday. Let's get to it.
Yes.
All right,
do
question
this.
number one. Oh, it's not a question. It's a comment. I'll read it because there's not a lot of questions.
Yeah.
That's
It was a holiday.
It was a holiday. We had last week off.
We had things to do.
Yeah. All right, Blackjack. We literally started watching you guys just now, and we said we love these two. You guys are so great together. If we come to Texas, we'll be at RNA Music for sure.
Yay!
Awesome. It'll be great. Love to see you in person, in 3D.
I know. We love visitors.
It's always interesting when we meet people who have watched us on video and then they come in the store and it's like you're in person.
Yeah.
It's always really cool.
It's really cool.
Neat.
I like it.
Enjoy that. Yeah. But if you could clone Texas, the world would be a better place. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I think so.
think
if you can clone the both of us, like, and put a pair of us in each city in all of the world, I think the world would be a better place.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I wouldn't feel as special anymore, but
I know. But we love so big as Texas. We bring the love of Texas.
Can we remotely control our clones and possibly take over the world?
Maybe.
Order 66. That'd be fun. All right, first question actually that I see is from Anteater74.
Yeah.
It says, how do I leave questions? Cheers, guys. Always watch your videos here in London, UK.
London.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we love that. That's really cool.
Angela wants to go to London.
So badly.
So badly. We'll make it happen. It'll happen.
So badly.
Thank
London's calling.
Yeah, well, where you leave your question is actually just where you left your question. So whatever the current FAQ is, just leave your question in the comment section below, and we'll answer it. So
like, as soon as you watch it, see the question bar, and then add the question, and then we go back and look at the questions underneath that current, and then we add them to the following. We
always answer the previous FAQ questions, the comments of that FAQ video.
Yes.
That sounds really complicated. Just whatever the most recent FAQ is, leave your question in a comment, and that's where we answer. So thanks, Anteater. Cheers from London.
Awesome.
The Sheriff of London.
London. We like Hot Fuzz.
We watch a lot of Hot Fuzz and Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz is probably my favorite English movie.
Probably.
Is it technically an English movie? I guess it is.
Yeah, I would say so. Like
awesome.
Love Actually or something like that.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, man. Next we have Asim. Hello, Asim.
Hello. How are you, sir?
I hope you're awesome. I haven't mailed your strings yet. I'm sorry.
Doing brilliantly.
Sorry. It said, I literally yelled out, yeah, when Angela mentioned Carter Beauford. Longtime Dave Matthews Band fan, and Beauford is one of my favorite drummers.
Yeah. We watched it all the time. When I was on, okay, so this is how it was. Like, I was on bed rest whenever with our first child. And Ryan, I had nowhere to go, and
she was a captive
I didn't really own a lot of like DVDs or VHSs at the time because it was 1999, and this is like pretty much all we did was I watched Ryan play on the PlayStation, Killing Zombies, Resident Evil, and watched Carter Beauford, the like 4 or 5 hours worth of footage of Carter Beauford playing every single Dave Matthews song ever made. Slowly.
Sounds like a wonderful life to me.
It was great. So I got to really appreciate how, technical drumming really is. Not only was he going to school for it, so we're hearing it with that, but so I got a really good appreciation for the drummers watching that.
Yeah, he's great. Now, I mean, most of you guys who follow us know that I'm definitely a hard rock kind of guy. It's my favorite kind of thing. Yeah, so I like the hard rock and the metal stuff, but I like all kinds of music, really.
Yeah, we're pretty well-rounded in our...
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, there's stuff that we really like, Like, I can listen to, like, Josh Groban and Michael Bublé, like, all the day long, all the live long day, and show tunes. And Ryan can
I can tolerate them.
And Ryan can listen to Metallica on loop, like, all day long. And neither one of us could do that with each other's music. So,
no.
But we can appreciate songs of each other's favorite genre. So.
I appreciate good musicians because there's great like hard rock metal musicians, and then there's people who are crap. Just
vice versa.
And we're like with pop music, and I don't know what you classify Josh Groban as. Pop. Yeah, there's pop with people.
He does some classical stuff, but he's mostly pop.
Yeah, I mean Josh Groban, Britney Spears. Both pop,
I don't listen to
not
Britney
equal
Spears.
caliber of artists.
Even when Britney Spears was at her prime, I never listened to Britney Spears.
You know what I'm saying? So there's like, good musicians are good musicians, whatever genre they're in. And the cream always rises to the top. So let's actually get to Asim's question now. And I love the zen of screaming as well. No more grooming questions. Okay, thank you. And for next season, your top 3 horror movies. Have a happy Christmas and New Year, guys. Top horror movies. Merry Christmas. Top 3 horror movies. Well, I'm not really a big horror movie fan, so I don't really dig. Yeah, she is. And then my bitter bass player friend Paul loves horror movies. Mm-hmm. So my favorite horror movies. Gosh. I don't know. I don't know if Army of Darkness counts as a horror movie because it started with the whole Evil Dead and all that. Army of Darkness is funny. Oh, does Blade count?
Yeah.
Is that an action movie?
I would say it's horror.
Because Blade's pretty intense for just an action movie. Mm-hmm. Golly, because I don't really like Nightmare on Elm Street. And
I don't either.
13th and all that sort of stuff.
I don't either.
I did, Event Horizon really did kind of...
I knew that was going to be on your list.
I didn't like that. I mean, it made an impact on me when I watched it. I was like...
That's pretty rough.
That's a rough movie.
That's pretty rough.
But I would have to say...
I would say Alien.
Alien, yeah. Aliens.
And Predator.
And Predator. Those count.
Those are horror.
I go more... That for me, that's horror.
That's action horror.
Yeah. Oh, and what was the... No, I'm not a big zombie. Shaun of the Dead was okay, but... favorite, so I'd have to probably go with like a Blade movie and then like Alien or Aliens and like Predator, stuff like that. What about you?
Number 1 would probably be Night of the Living Dead, the original, because that was scary. It was brilliantly scary, like
Aiden wants to know if he can have a cookie.
1.
New Year's cookies.
Probably because I've seen so many. Oh my gosh. I don't like slasher films. I like those psychological.
Jaws. Deep Blue Sea.
No, that was kind of dumb.
The Relic.
The Relic. That was scary at first, but I've been desensitized since then. I've seen a lot worse, scarier movies. Yeah. Oculus was scary. I have to put Oculus up there. It messed with my brain. It really messed with my brain. And, oh gosh.
What was number 1?
Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, Oculus has to be number 2. Because not a lot of stuff really scares me, but that kind of messed with my head.
Alright, number 3?
Number 3 would have to be something like,
Sense and Sensibility.
Oh gosh, I just had it. There's so many. I don't know. I have to think of something older that probably scared me. E.T.
Hitchcock. Oh, yeah. That's your number one, because E.T. freaks her out. She like just if I tease her with like, hey,
That's horror to me.
if we're walking down the toy aisle at Toys R Us and I grab a plushie E.T. and go, hey Angela, look,
Yeah.
like I'm in the doghouse for like a week.
A good solid week, because I'll have stomach problems for like the rest of the day,
Yeah.
to the point of like interfere. I don't know what it is. I just can't
That's
handle
a
ET.
real horror movie.
It really is.
Yeah. Well, there you go, dude. Now I will say this: the very first.
Don't
horror,
laugh. I hear people laughing. I can feel it from the
That
universe.
was just me. I was showing out. The very first horror movie I ever saw was Fright Night. I was at a friend's house. Me and a bunch of buddies. You know, we're all like 10 years old or something, having a sleepover at a buddy's house. And they had, like, put it on. I'm like, what is this? I had never seen a horror movie. Everyone was like, I didn't go to sleep that night.
I watched my first horror movie
terrified.
with my dad. I watched
And Jaws messed me up.
Critters.
I didn't like swimming in the deep end of a pool after watching Jaws.
That didn't
as a
bother
kid.
me at all.
Well, you didn't swim as often as I did, probably. So.
Yeah, I did.
All right, let's move on. 94 Dodge Dude. Thanks for answering my questions, guys. When I was beginning, I was a big Slash fan. I never really built up strength in my pinky. Any exercises for the pinky? Also, any tips for tapping? Thanks. Yeah, actually. Dimebag Darrell had this exercise that he would do to build up strength. I just happen to have a guitar here. I'm not going to plug in or anything. But basically what Don would do is would take a stretch, you know, and do like just like hammer-ons. Go to the next string. Just hammer from first finger to second finger, and then do that as fast as you could trill or hammer on. And then go to your first and third finger. You know, and then, you know, your pinky. A pretty wide stretch, like maybe from the 3rd fret to the 7th fret. I'm not gonna hit you. Ow, that's.
I know.
Already, that's like.
I feel it. It's like really in my peripheral, like 6 inches away from my head.
That's a bit of a stretch right there. So just doing some hammer exercises like a. All right, that kind of stuff. I don't focus on those exercises necessarily. I just use my pinky when I'm doing scales and stuff. I just started using it. I play my power chords a lot of times with my pinky, and that helped me strengthen mine. You might try that. A little trill exercise. I forgot where I saw Dimebag Darrell do it, and I thought that's great. It's great, just strengthening exercise. Good. And tapping, just sit down and have fun with it. Just do it. Have fun. You know, if you have a lick or something from somebody, a solo or something, Van Halen stuff or whatever, you know, just take a lick that you've learned or have seen somewhere and just play that lick over and over. But just really, I mean, the answer is just sit down and just do it. You know,
pretty much.
Go slow. If you're trying to get it clean and not extra noise, go really slow with it. And, you know, focus on how it sounds. Don't worry about speed. Worry about sound first. And getting it clean and precise, and then the speed will come with repetition and, you know, just doing it a million times. So,
yeah.
Thanks for the question. Hopefully that was a good answer for you.
Yeah.
John Piz, that's not a question. John answered the string question from last week. I'm reading the comments. John is our string expert from D'Addario and Co.
Hey, John.
Happy New Year's, John. Can't wait to see you at NAMM, dude. It's going to be great. All right, last question. This is pretty short because we had a week off. It's holidays and stuff. But the last question is from Joe Boxer. Hi, Joe.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey.
Hey, Ryan.
CCH Craig.
No, CCH Craig is responding to the question about the corrosion stuff, too, which is long. They're talking about corrosion of strings and packages, so it's not really directed at us.
Oh, gotcha.
Joe says, hey, Ryan, what is your take on guitar selling business? Failing or rising? Joe. I had to look at what it said, falling or rising. This is failing or rising. Interestingly, I had a conversation with a sales rep from a company yesterday. Yesterday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was yesterday, actually. Mm-hmm. And we were talking about this. Now, he's been in the business for a long time, in the retail side of it, and now as a rep for a company. and he said this, that, you know, selling guitars now versus even 10 years ago, guitar sales are down as a whole. Mm-hmm. In general, across the board, for you know, like
for
everybody, not us, but you know, the entire industry. I mean, compared to what it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. So, and the industry lately, the last couple of years, it has been kind of low across the board. So I think maybe, I don't know if it's on a decline. I don't know if that's economic related, you know, because we went through a pretty rough patch here in the States, anyways, going back to around 2008. You know, the economy got real sketchy. So it's been, from what I hear from other people in the industry, mm-hmm. it's been lower than it is. I think it's more challenging. I mean, we're selling guitars.
Right.
You know, but that's not the sole basis of our business, isn't just selling guitars.
No.
It's just a part of what we do. And for us, it's been getting better each year. You know. So I think industry-wide, guitar sales are probably down. You know, if you compare the metrics of what they were over the last year, you're getting a lot of emails. Is that you?
Yeah.
Text messages. It's probably your girlfriend's.
Or my sister.
It's probably your sister or your mom. It ain't me. Who's texting you? Who's texting?
Girls.
Bunch of girls. I don't have girls texting me all the time.
You better not.
Or at all, unless it's you. So I think it's down, maybe from what it was years ago. Across the board. For us, it's been climbing. It's been getting better each year. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I think it's just trends. Music has trends. You know, guitar-based music is really popular. Mm-hmm. And it sort of kind of fades. And
everything, like we said before about anything
cycles.
Music, it comes in has ebbs and flows. I mean, it just, everything. It just depends. Like, you know, Chapman hit like at a time where people were kind of in a lull, but now I guess it was like a perfect vein that they kind of hit. Because it's new and it's fresh and exciting. It's not something that's, you know...
They're doing things different.
Yeah, exactly. So that helps, I think, when it comes to guitar sales. If it's different, if it's fresh, and customer service helps, and just people like new and interesting, and I think that's helped us, that we keep things fresh and interesting.
There will always be guitar players. I mean, the guitar is not going anywhere.
No.
Music does go in cycles. You know, if you think about like right now with guitar, being a very technical player is very in vogue and hip for the last 5-10 years, where, you know, like we had the big 80s shred movement, and then going into the 90s, that kind of died, and you had like grunge and alternative rock, and you could punk rock, and you could just play some simple chords and have great songs and stuff. So the technical aspect sort of had a little bit of a lull. It didn't die, but it wasn't prominent anymore. And now if you're into, you know, well, with the rock music, being more technical is more popular nowadays than it's been. I tell you what's interesting right now, though, is I have some friends who are in the music industry, guys who are like hard rock dudes.
Yeah.
Like metal, hard rock.
Metal guys.
And they are, two guys in particular, I'm not going to name names, but two guys I know, they are like making a living right now playing for some pretty big country dudes. Like, you know, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Yeah, we saw.
You know,
I saw him. I was like,
is that him?
It's like, Ryan.
Yeah.
I think I saw your friend on.
And then, and then one of my other buddies from Tulsa is
playing with the country artist.
Playing with a country guy. Now they're the edgier, newer country, I guess, but they were on like not Letterman, but who's the other guy? Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon. I think it was Fallon, actually. Okay. I'm like, dude, I know him. I know that guy. And like, I know them from years ago. Like, they are rock guys. Like, they love the rock and the metal and stuff. But you know what? They make I mean, they're husbands and fathers too, and they're in the music industry.
Bills.
They getting paid.
It's called electricity.
They getting paid to play some country music. Tour buses.
Mama needs some new shoes.
Tour buses, you know, playing all the big places, you know.
Kids need braces. They got to get a job.
Yeah.
J-O-B.
Yeah.
Rock not necessarily.
Right now, rock is not paying bills.
Necessarily.
For a lot of people. Not like it used to, I think.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a cycle again.
Yeah.
It'll just come back around.
It'll come back around.
So.
Where it's...
Yeah, and maybe in the UK things are different, but I kind of doubt it. I kind of, you know, it's always hard
it's across the board. It seems like
it's always been harder for like rock and metal guys than it is for more broader, you know, country reaches a lot of people, and then pop and acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
You have a wider fan base of people to make a living from. So.
Right.
Anyways, thanks, Joe. I hope we answered that question. And this was our first FAQ, our 27th in toto.
Yeah.
And the first one of 2015. So, if you have a question for next week, we're back. Leave us a comment below in the comment section here, and we will answer your question next week on FAQ number, I guess it'll be 28. Yay. Our FAQs are turning into adults.
I know, wow.
We're growing up. So all right, y'all. We love you. Thank you so much for all the amazing support. And we'll talk to you soon. Keep the music alive. You need an awesome like sign-off theme.
I'm not that clever. Y'all pen something down. I would like to hear what y'all think I should say whenever.
Oh no! Yeah.
Be clean.
That'll be interesting. Yeah.
And a lady.
We have our sign-off. I always do it for every video. Keep the music alive. What should Angela's sign-off be? We'll consider them. All right, y'all. Later.
Bye, guys.